everyone, Miss Dummer here again. Our I can statement for today is I can find the area of different types of triangles. So we are going to be talking about triangles. Now if you notice, the last lesson we talked about parallelograms. Now we're talking about triangles. So we're going to be focusing sorry, I don't have my pen on. We're going to be focusing on just this box today with your notes. So you should already have these notes. So what our formula is half times b times h. Now remember that b represents base and that h represents height. And this is just a fraction, and we're going to multiply that. Half of something is always like divided by 2 of something. We think of it that way. Or like on a number line, if you want to find half of 6, it's going to be exactly halfway in between, which is 3. Okay, that's what we think of when we think of half. So, in your math journal, you are going to open up your book to page 227. Now, we're going to talk about the base and the height again. Okay? So here's our base. And our height is we're gonna go from the tip and go straight down. Okay? To make that right angle again. That right angle is a 90-degree angle. So I count my base, and then this is my height. My base, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna write 6 units here. I'm gonna erase that B, since you know that's your base now. Because I feel like it's getting in the way of that 6. Now our height, we do the same thing. We count 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write 4 units. Now area of a triangle is a little different. We just talked about how it's base times height times half. So just like your parallelogram, we're going to do 6 times 4. Then we're going to times that by half. So 6 times 4 is 24. Times that by a half. Half of 24 is 12. So it's going to be 12 units squared. Now notice I put that squared in there again. That's always how we label, with that squared. Whether it's inches squared, centimeters squared, whatever it may be. This is units because they don't give us any dimensions except for the coordinate grid. Okay? Now, we're going to do another one. The next one, I would highly recommend that you do both of these on your own. So I would pause the video now. I would check to see that I'm doing it correctly. Okay? So I'm going to do it now. If I were you, I would pause the video and check to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Okay? So this, I'm going to go for my tip. And that is my height. And this is my base. Okay? I count, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this, my B equals 4. And again, that B is kind of getting in the way there, so I'm going to erase this. So we can see that that's 4 units. Now I look here, 1, 2, 3, 4. My height is also 4 units. Is all I did to get both those? Here's my base, 1, 2, 3, 4 whole units. I look at my height, 1, 2, 3, 4 whole units. Again, with a triangle, the reason why we times it by half is because a triangle is technically half of a parallelogram. Okay, if we had another triangle here, that would make a parallelogram. So 4 times 4 times half. 4 times 4 gives me 16 times half. Half of 16 gives me 8 units squared. So that's how we get that answer. Now I'm going to go over to letter E. Now this height is going to be a little different. I'm really glad that they show you this example. So this down here is my B, and my height, just like we did on our parallelogram, is going to be on the side. So this is my H and that is my B. I count my base. 1, 2, 3, 4. My height, notice I did not count that right there. Never, ever, ever count that extended out. That's just to help us find our height. Our height, 1, 2, 3. So our base is 4 units. And our height is 3 units. The area of the triangle again is going to be 4 times 3 times half. And remember, we take that half because a triangle is technically half of a parallelogram. 12 times a half. Half of 12 is 6 units squared. And remember, we always put that units squared. This was centimeters. They were showing us centimeters. We do centimeters, but we're going to do units here. Okay, please let me know if you have any questions on this. I really enjoy doing area, and I think all of you will too. Next thing I'm going to show you, this is your Homelink for the night. What you are going to do, and notice they even have the formula up there for you to help you. Okay, remember to always take it by a half. Up here, you are finding the area of the triangles. Remember, it's always just base times height times half. Down here, try them, see if you can do it. And then down here, you're finding absolute value. Remember, absolute value is how far away something is from 0. Okay, so the absolute value, for example, of -3. Oh, we have -3 down there, so I'm going to do a different example. The absolute value of -1 equals 1, because on the number line, it's 1 away from 0. The absolute value of 2 equals 2, because it's 2 away from 0. It's always a positive number. Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope you have a great rest of your day.